Yo, what's going on, YouTubers? Plumpy Man here. Just doing another little video like I usually do. And today, we got an unboxing. Let you guys figure out what's in the box. I was talking to a friend of mine on YouTube here a while back, and I was looking into getting a little camp stove, another one, a good one that's like a very decent one, basically. And I was talking to him backwards and forth. And you guys probably know him, Jiujitsu2000. And if you don't know him, when it comes to like camp stoves or MSR equipment or MSR stoves, face it, he's the bee's knees when it comes to that stuff. Like all his YouTube videos and stuff that he does on them, I honestly think they're even better than the ones that MSR puts out themselves, believe it or not. And you can go check them out for yourself if you like. I'll try to leave a link to his channel down in the description. Most of you guys probably already know him. He's a pretty big channel and a solid and great friend of mine. And I was talking to him about one of these stoves, and he just did some videos here recently. And we've talked backwards and forth over the years about them. And these things are not cheap. I'll start that with that. These things are not cheap at all whatsoever. If you go to buy one, and one will last you the rest of your life if you take care of it and clean it and keep it up to date and everything. I was talking to him about it, and I wanted one that would basically do about everything and was excellent in all areas and everything. Well, he's been doing videos lately, and if you go check them out, you'll like them if you're interested in one of these stoves at all, and which ones he thinks is the best. And believe it or not, it came down to two stoves. One isn't even an MSR. It's a Polaris and Optimus or whatever. And the other one was the MSR, and it was the MSR Whisper Light Universal, because it does every type of fuel that basically is out on the market or you can use, from the isopropyl cans or whatever, or it takes just white gas. It'll use jet fuel, use regular gasoline. You can use kerosene. I even thought he said he was using like candle oil or something. Like, it'll use just about any type of fuel on the market, and a lot of stoves won't do that. You have to buy, like, most of their stoves will only use like white gas, or some will use a different type of gas like kerosene or something, but hardly any of them except this one uses every type of gas on the market. And in a SHTF scenario or anything like that, or just out using it, that can come in pretty darn handy when you need to cook and maybe you don't have white gas, or you don't have access to kerosene but you have access to gas, or you don't have access to gas but you have access to kerosene, something like that. Or you got a few of the cans that you picked up from Walmart or MSR, the little cans of gas. Anyway, I was talking to him about it, and like I said, these aren't cheap. To buy one of these, just the stove itself is around $150. I'll go ahead and open it up while I'm talking and let you guys see it. But I was talking to him here a while back, and I've been talking to him off and on about it for a while, honestly. And I made up my mind that this is the type of stove I was going to get, was the MSR Whisper Light Universal. And but stuff going on with my sister and everything like that, I didn't have the all the money at once to just throw down to buy one, because like I said, just the stove itself is $150. And anyway, he contacted me back and told me, he said, "Hey man, do you have to have a new one, or do you want a new one, or would a used one be okay?" And I didn't know what he meant. And I thought, well, if it works good, yeah, I'd buy a used one or whatever. And he basically, in his own words, told me, don't worry about it. I asked him multiple times what he wanted for it, or where I could get it, or whatever, and he just said, don't worry about it. He basically gave me one. He got one and gave me one, basically. It was his own stove. And I didn't know what to say, and I was like, no, I don't know about that, man. He told me he wanted to send it to me and give it to me as a gift. And that blew me away. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, these stoves are not cheap. They're super high quality stuff. And just want to say thank you to Jiujitsu2000 from the bottom of my heart, man. He packed this up and sent it out to me in a couple days. And I don't know, man. Most people wouldn't do anything like that. He's a great friend, and I'm honored to be able to call him friend. And he's done a lot of stuff for me over the years and helped me with my YouTube like you would not even believe. And out of the kindness of his heart, man, he just packed up his own stove and told me he'd send it to me. And we'll go ahead and bust it out and let you guys see what's in here. There's a letter in here. I will not read that on camera. I never do. And there's actually something else that I had no clue was even in here. Set this to the side. And the rest is just some packing paper or whatever, as you can see. I had no clue that this was even in there. This is the stove itself. We'll go ahead and open it up. Sorry, this is going to be a long video, but I don't really care. And all my subscribers won't mind anyway. But like I said, from the bottom of my heart, man, I thank you very much. And I still can't believe you even did that. It means the world to me. He knows I've been going through a lot of stuff, and with my sister and my mom and my family going on. And he pretty much told me, he was like, I want to send it to you, and I want to see a smile on your face. So, man, thank you again. I really do appreciate it. I don't even know what to say, basically, except thank you. But this is the windshield and owner's manual and stuff, and the little tray, basically, that you set flat, that you set your stove on. This is the stand for your, for your little isopropyl burning cans or whatever. You can put this stand on it, and in cold weather they'll burn good, but in cold weather the cans won't. So they want you to invert them, flip them upside down, and basically this is a stand for you to put your can upside down, and it'll set flat like that, and it won't hurt anything, and it'll stand up straight. Dang, I still can't believe you did this. But here's the pumps for the stove itself. This is actually one of the newer version pumps. I've never even seen one in person or whatever. I've seen them on video and seen people using them, but this is the pump for it. Pretty good stuff, and it's got the inline filter. And the difference between the older one and the new one is the actual pump itself. It's got this flip-up valve to turn it off and on, and basically it's got a new thing where this thing leans over here, and you take your, there's probably a tool in here, I'm sure there is, to take that out, and there's a spring and a ball in it. But the other one's just a straight line, and the older ones don't have this inline filter on them. But that's the filter for it. And this is the stove itself. It's set up right now. The way it's set up is for one of the little cans that I was telling you about, like the Coleman fuel cans or MSR, and I think Optimus makes them too. But this is basically the stove. This was his stove. He even told me, he said, it's seen some YouTube hours and it's kind of famous. And I laughed, but still, honestly, I can't believe he even sent it out to me, man. It just blows my mind. And like I said, one of these stoves is not cheap, and he did this out of the kindness of his heart. But that's it. That's the Whisper Light Universal, and like I said, I still can't believe he sent it out. And these things will do anything. Like I said, right now it's set up with this end here to take the little fuel canisters, the little cans, and it has inside this bag. There's the other adapters, I'm pretty sure, for it, or the other end. Here it is. With the this is the regular end that goes into this, the MSR fuel can. It goes in it basically, and this goes over it and clips onto this little area right here. Basically goes in the pump like this, and then clips over. But that's to use your regular white gas or gasoline and an MSR can, basically. Man, I still cannot believe that he sent this out to me. And But there's some more stuff, and this is just like a little toolkit thing that comes with them. It's the different jets. The jet that's in it now, I don't remember which one's in it. I didn't look, but one is for like the little canister gas. One is for just regular. One says UK, one says UG, and one says UC. But the UK is for kerosene, and the UG is for gas, and the UC is, I guess, for the, I can't remember basically what the other one is. But it's just got different O-rings to, like, if an O-ring goes out on your pump, and it's got, inside this tube is a line, and you may have to oil it or whatever, and off and on. You have to clean them every once in a while, and just some replacement parts and stuff that MSR sends out with their stoves. He went ahead and sent that, and put this back in here before I lose it. And like I said, it came with the wind guard and the mat, basically, that you set the stove on itself. And he did send all the paperwork and stuff on it too. And it's still blowing my mind that he sent it out. And thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. And I don't know what else to say. We'll set this to the side for a second. And like I said, I had no clue this was even going to be in it. And he threw this in there too. So we'll go ahead and open it up. We'll let you guys see it at the same time. Wow. Battery charger for the light itself. Wow. The battery. And it's got the adapter where you can put 3 AAAs. That's pretty cool. That comes in handy. And the light itself. Wow. And some extra O-rings in it. This is the outlight. It's got like 3 or 4 extra O-rings in it. And it's got the zoom. Huh. Oh, that's right. The in and out. Well, let's see if it comes on. I don't know. No, I don't think the battery's in it. It's outside. But it's got the zoom in and out. This is the Cree chip inside of them. They don't even really use a bulb or anything like that anymore. And I don't know really too much about this one. Like, I know he did a video on it here a while back. And then he has this one in there too. Huh. Another little small light with a carabiner on it. But anyway, this is the battery for it. That's why it's not coming on, basically, because the battery's out here. And the charger and everything. Like I said, he did a video on that here a while back. And these things are bright. My little nephew has one. It's not this brand, but it's kind of like this. The ones you see on the commercials for whatever it is. You can run over it with a truck and it still works. But it's got the zoom. And it does the, if I'm right, if I think this is the same one, it has the strobe, the SOS, and just the regular high and low, I think, beam on it. But the zoom is pretty cool because you can zoom the beam into just a certain area, or you can push it back and get a great big area, basically. But like I said, I had no clue he was even going to send this. And I know these things aren't cheap either, man. Like I said, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, dude. This video is getting kind of long, and I'll go ahead and try to end it. But if you guys don't know Jiujitsu2000, please go down in the description of this video and look. I'll leave a link to his channel, and go check him out. He's a relatively big channel, and he's a very humble person. And like I said, I'm honestly honored to be able to call him friend, or he's my friend. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Jiujitsu2000, thank you. And all my subscribers, thank you guys for watching my videos. And I cannot wait to try this out. That's going to be awesome. And yeah, that's it, guys. Going to test this light out here in a little bit and stuff, and probably do a video on it later. But and the stove too, for sure. Like I said, thank you very much. And Guys, go please check out his channel and subscribe. Jiujitsu2000, you're the man. And I appreciate everything you do for me, man. And I cannot wait to see you on Alone. I know you're going to make it, man. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks.